Hello again. This is Dr. Deborah, your How to Love Innovator. I shared with you guys a few times about people that I see in the media or who's in the public's eye that knows how to love. I had Tabitha Brown on my list. I don't know what happened to it. I may have done it. I'm getting more mature every day and not attending to my memory cycle. But today was talking to a girlfriend of mine and she was sharing some information. She saw her live and that reminded me that I either I didn't do it or I need to do it. So I'm doing it now. Tabitha Brown, you know how to love. I say this because I've seen her uh, be interviewed by a few people, but the interview that the most recent one I saw was on the Breakfast Club, and she was sharing just a lot. First of all, she's an old soul, and if you've heard her talk, you know what I mean. And people with personalities like that, I think Country Wayne has the same thing. They just know things. They just come here knowing things and in tune with what they know, because I believe we all come here knowing things. But these people, and Tabitha in particular, she is in tune with who she is and what she knows, and she has. Based on her interviews and comments that she's made, she finally allowed herself to just be her, and that's working. But in the Breakfast Club, they were talking to her, they were sharing things. And one thing she said was she retired her husband. And then one of the interviewers was saying she was getting a lot of flack for that. And basically, she said, we're a team. Basically, when I win, he wins. And and it was time, they were in a position where they could do that. And if you've seen her talk and read her books or just know her life at all based on what she wants us to know, it is very clear they've been through everything together, and that makes sense. And that's what love is, guys. That's what love is. I know doesn't always work out that way for so many people, because I would say because they are in relationships and neither one of them know how to love. And how to love in the way that I'm speaking of. I give my definition. Love is to hold someone or something in such high regard that you make the necessary sacrifice to stay connected to that someone or something. Now, whenever I say that, people start talking about their boundaries and that kind of thing. Well, that is not what I'm talking about. I would say if you're in a relationship with someone who does not respect your boundaries and you are not committed to being hanging in there with them till they possibly learn, or not even caring if they do, then do what you got to do. All right. So I'm not asking you to do something that's abusive. So get over that. But I am asking all of us, and I mean all of us, including me. It's a journey. And Tabitha has been on her journey since middle school. But when she talks about quitting her boyfriend because her sister told her there was some more boys in high school, but they finally got back together. But if you've seen them together, you know what I mean. It's a serious relationship, a serious friendship. She has said so many things that ring true for me in terms of how people treat people when they love them, and not just in love with them, how she treats other people. As a matter of fact, that thing she does on Very Good Mondays, she's inviting strangers, people she don't know, to share their information with her. And if it's a fit for her in terms of the way she views the world, she'll give them some airtime. That's love. Tyler Perry, I have to say Tyler Perry is the same way. I already talked about him, but when you do something for somebody that you do not have to do, um, that is love, and there's nothing romantic or intimate about that. But that's love. Love in again, it is you hold somebody in such high regard. She clearly cares about people, children, the planet, animals. That's her thing. Hair. She clearly cares. And so when you care about somebody and you treat them basically with honor and respect and regard. And no matter what they do, they don't even have to know you. That is, I think Tabitha would be the poster child for me. I'm right alongside Tyler, because that's an extraordinary person as well. But I'm talking about Tabitha. I had to keep doing that because she and Country Wayne and Tyler all have the same kind of hearts as far as I'm concerned. just very giving, very open, very caring. And while they are human beings, they don't allow what humans do stop them from being who they are. And in this case, all the struggle she's gone through trying to get herself out there, going to California and having to go back on all of the things she's done to finally get herself in a position where she can love the way she loves and do what she does with a heart that's open, that has the understanding of what it means to sacrifice your time, your space, your I that's the other thing my friend told me today is that she had an event that she spent 2 hours overtime talking to people. That's love. That was sacrifice on her part. And it really, and it doesn't matter what I think in terms of, I call it love. It doesn't matter what you think and you saying she could have been making some money in those 2 hours. She did what was in her heart to do with the people that she was doing it with. And for her to get past what it means to capitalize on who you are or what you do, to reach out and be who you are in people's lives the way she does, is the supreme kind of love. It's a sacrificial kind of love. Tabitha Brown, sister, you know how to love.